Stop taking financial advice from people on the internet, unless it's me, of course. You're watching, tuning into, here for another installment of Sound Money. I'm Bryson, and today we're talking about how to filter out financial advice. In a world where anyone can pick up their phone and start spewing their own opinions and perspectives, how do you filter out financial advice so that you can tailor it specifically to your needs? There are four ways. The first way is knowing that everyone is on a different journey than you. In the social media age, it's very easy to compare yourself to others. Comparison is really the thief of joy. Comparing yourself to others will make you feel like you are behind in life, you are not on the correct path. Maybe you are second guessing yourself, you're hesitant about all the decisions you're making. But in actuality, it's not good to compare yourself to others, especially in a fake social media world where most people are really just fronting for others and not actually doing as well as you think they are. Secondly, take a moment to think about the perspective that the person you're receiving advice from is speaking from. Are they 10 years older than you? Are they from a different culture? Are they in a completely different industry than you? Oftentimes, the advice of others will never fully relate to you, and therefore should really be taken with a grain of salt. Thirdly, will this advice help with your actual goals? Do you know your goals? What are the goals of the person that you're receiving advice from? If you have the same goals, what is the scale of their goals? Do you want to achieve financial freedom, the same as the person you're receiving the advice from? What does financial freedom look like for you? Each person is going to have a different scale by which they are using to measure their life, and your goal might not be the same scale as theirs. It could be a bigger scale, it could be a smaller scale. So you really have to fine tune exactly what your goal is. I've said the word goals a lot, but it's extremely important in tailoring people's advice to your own journey. If you don't know yourself and you don't know your ultimate goals, then you really can't take advice from people, even people with the same goals. Lastly, you really need to focus in on what is your journey. This takes a lot of self-awareness. If you are a self-disciplined person, a person who has never had a problem straying away from the crowd, and is an extremely confident person, then only you can know your journey. And ultimately, the greatest advice is not to take advice. So ultimately, having self-awareness, knowing your exact journey, fine-tuning your goals, not comparing yourself to others, and differentiating yourself from the perspective of another person will help you really fine tune in on what you want to achieve in life and filter out all of the financial advice that doesn't really lend to your success. So thank you everyone for tuning in, watching, being here for another installment of Sound Money. I'm Bryson. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'm out. And also remember to buy some more Bitcoin, of course. Bye, everyone.